Accordion Cool. I think I'm Coach Dave, unless things have changed. And we're up here. We tape these shows in Massachusetts. Now, for you folks in Australia, if you look at the United States, go way up in the corner, and there's a state with a little hook on the end. Well, that's where we are. Not in the hook, but in the middle of the state somewhere. And it's been warm here, and I guess it's getting warmer, so didn't really mind coming into an air-conditioned studio today. So, well, that first tune could be do you ever watch Jeopardy? It could be a Jeopardy question. The answer would be 240,000 miles. And what's the question? Well, the question, of course, it's the title of the song. It's called How High the Moon. Sometimes I don't. So How High the Moon, 1940, and it did come from a show, and I think it was one of those many shows that didn't last long, but at least we got the song to play from it anyway. So this next tune, I don't know if I may not have even done this on the show before. 1930, also came from a show. The show was a little more popular, called Girl Crazy. And the song is But Not For Me. They're writing songs of love, but not for me. Here we go. But not for me, not for me. All right. Did a little kind of bellow shake there. Corey Pesatura was on a couple of weeks ago. I guess I've been hanging around with him too much. He does that quite a bit too. I think he's probably copying me. That's probably exactly what he's doing. But Anyway, this next tune, I've always liked this tune. It has become a jazz classic. Wasn't even written in the US of A. It's a British tune, 1940. And I guess there's a section of London that has a park, and it's called Berkeley Square. Now, they spell Berkeley, B-E-R-K, and of course we would say Berkeley, but not in merry old London, it's Berkeley. So the song is A Nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I always like this tune. Now if I play it, let's see what happens. Nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I think it was something like, when we met and kissed goodnight, I'm perfectly willing to swear, blah, 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 blah. A nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. So I guess the nightingale in Berkeley Square has some kind of significance, but I have no idea what. Now this next show is this show. How about the next song? I've been playing this song off and on for a number of years. It's an old jazz classic. 1931. Another one again came from a show, which who knows what the show was. Now, if it doesn't turn out right, all right, get this. If it doesn't turn out right. Don't blame me. No, that's the name. Never mind. Don't blame me. Here we go. me. Don't blame me if it didn't. I think it came out okay. Well, this next tune, Henry Mancini, remember him? Oh, he was very big in the 1960s, writing movie themes and all kinds of good things. And this tune is probably the most well-known Henry Mancini tune. Well, not necessarily the way I play it. You see, Henry wrote it as a waltz. Now, you know, Coach Dave doesn't play too many waltzes. I mean, waltzes are nice, but they're just kind of dainty, and you can't, you know, do things. So Coach Dave does this tune in 4/4 time. In fact, I was on a gig a while back, and a lady came up and said, you know, asked me for this tune. I said, well, yeah, I can play it, but probably won't play it the way you like it. She says, I love the song. I'll like it any way you play it. So I guess she did. I don't know. Little tune from Breakfast at Tiffany's, a movie, 1961, called Moon River, Coach Dave's way. Here we go. Coach Dave style. Well, you know, we got a couple of extra minutes here today, so I thought we might. However, I didn't think of what I might play, but I know I'm gonna do it. This tune was popular. I'd say back in the 30s and 40s, and there used to be a very big Jewish. I can't think of the right word. You know, place where you go and the hotel or whatever, and in the mountains in Pennsylvania, and so they played a lot of tunes with like a Jewish heritage, so to speak, and this tune was written by, one of the folks that played there. It's called Bimir Bistushane. No idea what it means, but I get the feeling it's kind of like she's pretty or something like that. So here we go, little Bimir. Elise Duchesne. I think the word is something like you're the best in the land. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we are getting down towards the end of our time now. Now, this last tune from 1925, and you don't hear it a lot, but you heard it a lot in 1953 when a fellow named Les Paul got a hold of it. Now, Les Paul was a great, great guitar player, but he was also an innovator in electronics. Excuse me. And his wife was a vocalist named Mary Ford. Now, you've heard this, and I think they also did the first tune I did, How High the Moon. Now, what he would do is he would play the guitar part on track 1. On track 2, Mary Ford would sing the song. Track 3, Mary Ford would sing a harmony part to her part to the song. Track 4, you know where I'm going with this? Another harmony. By the time they got through, and then of course, you know, Les Paul would add a track with the fills and everything. By the time they were through, it sounded like it was at least 2 guitars. It was only one, and a quartet of singers, but it was just Mary Ford. And of course, This a lot of that goes on today, but Les Paul was really the innovator of that style, and you've heard this tune 100 times. Bye Bye Blues. So here we go. Bye-bye blues. Well, it's just about time for us to say bye-bye. Now, on this instrument, I can get a guitar sound, but I'm not real happy with it, so I'll have to ask Corey. Corey can tell me what to do with this. So I could have played, you know, never mind. It wouldn't have sounded like Les Paul. Anyway, all right, well, as usual, thank you all for watching, listening, tuning in, however it is you you get this show, and I'm gonna say, bring those youngins in. I'm sure they've never heard anything like Bye Bye Blues, even the way I played it all the way. Les Paul and Mary Ford played it in 1953, and of course, the big guy. I don't think I did anything different today to screw him up. The big guy behind the glass, Austin Ricketts, keeps us going here. So I guess we're gonna just play it out with. Oh, I know. How about a little more Bye Bye Blues?